sure you check out our new sponsor, The Health Blaze. All the information is in the description. Use the promo code above. Goodfellow One Boxing at 18% off of all their natural products from deodorant, pomade, toothpaste, and much, much more. And they have additional discounts on their website as well. That's thehealthblaze.com. Starting December 20th. That promo code is good for 18% off. We go. All right, we still on the road. Let's talk about who the new king of the East, or try to predict who's the best team in the East. Now that Kawhi Leonard leads the Eastern Conference, there's been some shakeup. We know Jimmy Butler gone from Philly. We know Kemba in Boston. But I think it's going to be a lot of the usual suspects at the top of the East this year. And I think it's a sleeper team out there as well. But let's talk about it. We back. Goodfellow Sports TV. We on the road, man. Trying to get this camera together. But yeah, man. Obviously, I like what Philly did. Let me just cut to the chase, man. I like exactly what Philly did this offseason. They brought back Tobias Harris. They got Josh Richardson there as well. Ben Simmons is working on a contract extension. Joel Embiid, I don't know if you can count on him to be there 100%, but if he still eat McDonald's and bullshit like that, I wouldn't count on him, man. If he don't take his body a lot more serious. But in my opinion, man, I think Philly looking good, man. You know what? Philly looking good. One of the teams that's looking real good, man. I like what they done. Richardson can shoot the three. Joel can shoot the three. Tobias can shoot the three. But I wouldn't say they etched in stone as the number one team in the East. I wouldn't, man. I'm gonna tell you one of my dark horses in a minute. Milwaukee, I like what they done bringing in Robin, bringing back Brook. I think they lost a little bit losing Brogdon. I mean, at the end of the day, I think they prematurely paid Bledsoe. I think they should have just traded Bledsoe and kept Brogdon. I think Brogdon was a better player in the long haul, man, in my opinion. I know he had some foot injuries. That probably kind of went into their train of thought, but Milwaukee's still up there. Obviously, Toronto going to be anywhere from 6 to the 8th seed next year if they make I think they should make the playoffs. All right. Brooklyn, love what Brooklyn did. I like Kyrie. LeVert healthy this year. He was a baller last year. I think Karis LeVert in the long run, I think Karis LeVert is gonna be the reason they win the championship. All right, I understand Kyrie and KD and DeAndre Jordan, but that third scoring wheel, Karis LeVert, look for Karis LeVert to be an all-star this year. I think he's going to be an all-star this year, man. I love the University of Michigan, but I love Karis LeVert game. He's going to be an all-star this year, man, if he step up like I think he will. Brooklyn, I think Brooklyn got a chance to win the East. I do. Joe Harris, DeAndre Jordan. That was one of Brooklyn's biggest weaknesses was the 5 spot. Them and the LA Clippers. If you play daily fantasy sports, DraftKings, FanDuel, I think those was the two biggest weaknesses for those teams. If you had a center like Joel Embiid or you had even a Brook Lopez playing against Brooklyn or Los Angeles Clippers last year, or DeAndre Ayton, you started them motherfuckers. Because Clippers and Brooklyn sucked in the middle. They was terrible in the middle. But they got DeAndre Jordan. That's going to be a huge help. They still got Jared Allen, who's playing in the Summer League. They still got him as a backup. They lost Amari Carroll, but they still got Joe Harris coming off the bench. They got Tyrone Prince, I hope I said his name right, from Atlanta Hawks. I think Brooklyn got a good chance to win East, and I'll rank them in a minute. Indiana, if Oladipo come back, if he heal up like the Black Panther with the vibranium and Wakanda, I think the Pacers might be a dark horse to win it. And I'm going to tell you why. That's my dark horse to win the East. It's the Pacers. Just a little bit above as a dark horse, Brooklyn. Because if Oladipo is healthy and Michael Brogdon healthy, I think look for Miles Turner to take another step next year. Miles Turner, I wasn't a huge fan, but last year he took a huge step up. Defending the rim, rebounding, he's able to shoot. They got defense. The Brogdon can defend. Oladipo come back healthy, he can defend. Turner, they're gonna be one of the better teams defensively in the East. Indiana Pacers. I like what the Pacers done. And then Sabonis probably gonna be getting with Thaddeus Young gone. So look for Sabonis to be another dark horse to make the if he get the minutes. Look for Arvydas Sabonis' son to be another dark horse to be an all-star this year. I like him. His minutes didn't really increase there, but them getting Thaddeus Young, they getting rid of him, sending him to Chicago. I think Sabonis is gonna be one of those key guys I think Sabonis is going to be one of those key guys to be an all-star. And then Boston. All right, I like Boston. Kemba Walker, I think the camaraderie, the teamwork will be there. I think they'll gel over there in Boston. Kemba, look for my stone cold lock. I know this ain't football. To make the All-Star in the East, the guy that didn't make it last year is Jason Tatum. Jason Tatum will be an All-Star this year. Watch what I tell you. Jason Tatum will shine this year. Now, will Gordon Hayward be comeback player of the year? I wouldn't bet on that. I don't know how his leg is, but Jason Tatum and Kemba Walker gonna be one of the most underrated duels next year, man. And I wouldn't be surprised if Boston didn't win it next year because Kemba can go. And Jason Tatum don't have them veterans there to beef with him. Got Rozier there. They still got Marcus Smart. They got Hayward. I don't know who they got in the middle no more. That might be a problem. They big man in the middle, but maybe the kid they drafted out of Texas A&M, I like them, man. I like Boston a lot. I do. I like Boston a lot next year. But if I had to pick a winner to win the East, well, let me rank them. All right, Miami too. Miami would be somewhere in the playoffs as well. But if I had to just predict how it's gonna go, I'm gonna say just the seeding wise. I know it's some conflict of interest with the conferences. I'm just gonna say a power 5 ranking, just predicting it, looking in. I don't know where Westbrook gonna go as well, but just looking at it, I would say my number 1 team in the East next year is probably still record wise, it's still gonna be Milwaukee because of the health of Joel Embiid. I'm gonna say Philly would be number 2, best team. I'm gonna say number 3 is probably gonna be Brooklyn, just because I don't know the health of Oladipo and Brogdon. Number 4 for me is gonna be Indiana. And number 5 is gonna be Boston. That's how I think it's gonna roll out next year. And I'm not saying, I'm just talking about the 5 best teams in the East. I think there's gonna be the 5 best teams in the East next year. And just look, and I could be wrong. Injuries can happen. This is so far-fetched. But I think I would look forward to Philadelphia coming out the East next year. I think it might be Philly, and depending on how the seed go, I think Philly and Brooklyn going to be in the Eastern Conference Finals next year. I don't know if Giannis going to get a jump shot or not. I know people say, well, Giannis and them made it to the Eastern Conference. I just don't like the fact they lost Brogdon, and I don't trust Eric Bledsoe. You know what I'm saying? I just don't trust Bledsoe. But my dark horse to get there, my dark horse to get there to the Eastern Conference Final is Brooklyn. If Indiana's healthy, I think Indiana can make a run to Eastern Conference Final. I think the East is gonna be fun next year. But hey, it's Goodfellas Sports TV. Don't forget me on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. You can reach out to the email if you have a business question, inquiry, sponsorship, or video request. Don't forget to check out our sponsor, The Health Blaze, at thehealthblaze.com. Promo code Goodfella1Boxing. Get you 18% off the 100% all natural products, lotions, soaps, foot soaks, bath bombs, deodorant, toothpaste, hair pomade, lip gloss, lip balm, and much, much more. Website, promo code in the description. Everything in the description. Intro, instrumental link. You need to reach out to me in the email. Appreciate the love, support. Goodfellas Sports TV. One time for the one time. Share the video. We gone.